recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Gotmark76 this week. We have a great show lined up for you today as we head to Major Event May, making its debut here on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel starting next week with AWA's Super Clash. Today's main event features the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Nature Boy Ric Flair teaming with Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard as they take on Jake Tex Corporation, the Great Muta, Terry Funk, and Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. We will also see Kevin Von Erich in action as he goes one-on-one with the Iceman King Parsons. We begin today's show in the World Wrestling Federation as the Honky Tonk Man takes on a newcomer, making his debut here in the WBF, Bam Bam Bigelow. And has Honky Tonk up and down with a Samoan slam by Bam Bam Bigelow as Jimmy Hart shakes his head looking on. And in the early going, Bam Bam Bigelow is in control, misses with a clothesline, but clotheslines Honky Tonk over the top rope. And Bam Bam Bigelow making his presence felt here. In the World Wrestling Federation, Honky Tonk slides back in but is met. Bam Bam up with a suplex, and down goes the Honky Tonk Man. Oh, and drops an elbow, that's 360 pounds, across the chest again by Bam Bam Bigelow, and a third time for good measure. This newcomer, he is impressing me thus far. He's in the ring with a former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion in the Honky Tonk Man. And Honky Tonk has had very little to no offense thus far in this contest. Has him up again for a suplex and down. Oh, I think that time Honky landed on the back of his head. And a front face lock by Bam Bam, working the arm now. Goes from behind and has him up in a torture rack backbreaker. And Honky Tonk in trouble. Is Honky Tonk gonna submit? He's trying to get out of it. He's telling the referee no. And Bam Bam lets him out. Drops an elbow to the back of the head. This match has been all Bam Bam Bigelow. And Honky Tonk Man is in trouble. Into the ropes goes Honky. And a big clothesline connects. And Bigelow stomping away. And a headbutt. Wow, what can't this man do? And Bam Bam throws Honky into the turnbuckle. Throws him across the ring again. Follows up with a big splash in the corner. And Honky Tonk Man goes down. Bigelow picking up Honky. Setting him up. What is this? Oh, it was a power bomb and Honky Tonk reversed it. And there is the experience of Honky Tonk coming through, and an elbow to the top of the head. But Bam Bam responds with a big right hand, another forearm to the back. Stuns Honky, Honky firing back. Throws Bam Bam into the corner. Honky charges, but is met by an elbow and a crossbody by Bam Bam Bigelow. And now Bam Bam picking up Honky Tonk. Has him up on his shoulder. Oh, and what a maneuver, slams him down. And Wait a second, Bam Bam going up to the top rope. Are you kidding me? 360 pounds. He's lined up. He leaps and nails a headbutt off the top rope. Let's see that again. Wow, a headbutt off the top rope by Bam Bam Bigelow. Nails the Honky Tonk Man. Goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, 2, and 3. And Bam Bam Bigelow with an impressive debut here on Wrestling Challenge. Honky Tonk Man had little to no offense in this contest. And there's that nice maneuver, that slam on his shoulder. But here's the end, a headbutt off the top rope. And Bam Bam gets the pinfall. Fans, an impressive debut for Bam Bam Bigelow. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of him in weeks to come. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more after this quick timeout. And Bam Bam Bigelow making his presence felt in the World Wrestling Federation, making very short work. Former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, the Honky Tonk Man. I'm sure we will be seeing more from Bam Bam Bigelow in the coming weeks and months here on Gotmark76. Let's turn our attention to World Class Championship Wrestling as Parade of Champions will make its way to the Gotmark76 YouTube channel on May 13th. Several matches have been signed for that event, with a semi-main event of Kerry Von Erich challenging the Latin heartthrob Al Perez for the World Class Heavyweight Championship. Now, there will also be an 8-man battle royal to open up the event, with the winner facing the winner of Kerry Von Erich and Al Perez. Also on this card, Killer Khan defends the Brass Knuckles Heavyweight Championship against Bruiser Brody. Kevin Von Erich goes one-on-one with Abdullah the Butcher. Gentleman Chris Adams takes on Iceman King Parsons. And the missing link will take on Black Bart. Our following contest on Gotmark76 this week will take us to Dallas, Texas, in the world-famous Sportatorium as Kevin Von Erich takes on Iceman King Parsons. Collar and elbow tie-up and Iceman from behind. Snapmare takeover by Kevin Von Erich has a headlock on. These two men will participate in that 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal at Parade of Champions on May 13th. The winner will receive a world title match against the winner of Kerry Von Erich challenging Al Perez. Conceivably, you could see Kevin Von Erich versus Kerry Von Erich. I'm sure that's a dream match that many fans, especially those here in Texas, have wanted to see as Iceman drapes Kevin Von Erich across the top rope. And now Parsons staying on top. Von Erich reverses, throws Parsons into the corner. Charged with a drop kick from behind. A beautiful maneuver. And a big right forearm to the back of Iceman King Parsons, followed with a chop. And Parsons back to his feet. Reverses the armbar. And shoulder block takes Kevin down. Oh, and up and over the top rope goes Iceman King Parsons with a clothesline, and Kevin's going to follow him out to the floor. The referee has begun a count. A big right hand by Kevin Von Erich. Ramming Parsons head first into the ring apron. And a big chop by Kevin Von Erich. Another chop by Kevin. Oh, but misses the forearm. Parsons charges, but Kevin rams his head into the ring apron again. And a drop kick by Kevin. The referee counts up to 7, so Kevin throws him back into the ring. Rolls over Parsons, goes for the cover. Referee counts 1, and a kick out at 1 by Iceman King Parsons. And now Kevin going to work on the neck area of the Iceman. The Iceman trying to escape. Oh, and he gets out. But Kevin catches him and takes him over with a leg drop. So both of these men in that 8-man battle royal to determine a #1 contender. They're also in individual matches, as Kevin Von Erich will take on Abdullah the Butcher, and Iceman King Parsons will take on Gentleman Chris Adams as Kevin nails Parsons with a DDT. Could he be setting him up for the claw? And he has it on Iceman King Parsons. Parsons in trouble. Can he escape? Kevin has that claw locked in. The referee's checking. Oh, and Parsons has to submit. He can't escape. And your winner, Kevin Von Erich, here on World Class Championship Wrestling. And Kevin Von Erich will look to keep this momentum heading not only into the Battle Royal, but against Abdullah the Butcher, as Parade of Champions makes its way to the Gotmark76 YouTube channel on May 13th. And Iceman King Parsons will look to rebound from this loss as he takes on Gentleman Chris Adams. And there it is, the Von Erich claw. And once he locked it in, Iceman had nowhere to go. Your winner, Kevin Von Erich. Fans, we have much more world-class championship wrestling after this quick timeout. Don't go away. Kevin Von Erich victorious over Iceman King Parsons, both competitors will be featured in an 8-man battle royal at Parade of Champions, with the winner facing the winner of Kerry Von Erich versus Al Perez. That will be the true main event for Parade of Champions. The other participants will be Black Bart, Bruiser Brody, Iceman King Parsons, The Missing Link, and Killer Khan, Scott Casey, and Gentleman Chris Adams. A loaded show heading your way May 13th as Parade of Champions invades the Gotmark76 YouTube channel. Let's turn our attention to the NWA, where the JTEX Corporation of the Great Muta, Terry Funk, and Buzz Sawyer have made a business relationship with the Total Package Lex Luger. That business relationship was to help procure the NWA World Heavyweight title to the Total Package. However, many times it ends up being a 2 or 3-on-1 attack against Nature Boy Ric Flair, which is something Flair was used to being on the other side when he was a member of the Four Horsemen. Speaking of the Four Horsemen, he finds himself realigned again with former Horsemen members Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson as they take on the JTEX Corporation in our main event. And down on the leg goes Tully, as Flair with an elbow to Buzz Sawyer and Terry Funk working over Arn Anderson. This 6-man Texas Tornado match, I will do my best to call the action. And a pile driver by Nature Boy Ric Flair. Anderson working the leg of Funk, while now Tully with a chop on Muta. Flair has Buzz Sawyer in a submission maneuver, but Buzz Sawyer escapes. Fans, these are 3 of the 4 members of the former group, the Four Horsemen. They have not gone as far as to say that they are getting back together again. It's been a up and down year, so to speak, for the Horsemen. Last summer, they became a complete unit with Barry Windham joining the Horsemen. And then Barry Windham was behind a group to eliminate the Horsemen. And after Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson lost the World Tag Team titles, and J.J. Dillon, the former manager of the Horsemen, being involved with Barry Windham, they stepped away. They took a sabbatical. They took 6 months off and returned under the radar at Starrcade. But they've been loosely aligned with Flair. I hear they have common enemies in the JTEX Corporation, but there has been no hint or no conversation of the Four Horsemen getting back together again. As Tully working the leg of Funk, Arn celebrating here to the fans, and Flair working over Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer on the outside. So I'd be interested to see if the Horsemen will continue this relationship, if they will reform. And I doubt they're going to want Windham to be part of it. He has his hands tied with Flying Brian Pillman after nearly taking out the young man back at February's Wrestle War pay-per-view. So a lot going on here, including this match, as now Flair works over the leg of the Great Muta, and Arn Anderson dragging Buzz Sawyer around, but Buzz reversing out of it with a series of elbows. And in the ring, Blanchard working over Funk, goes 2-1 at a Wrestle War, with Terry Funk getting the victory. And an elbow drop by Blanchard. Flair back in the ring, it could be a 2-on-1 attack. And it is. Flair and Blanchard double teaming Terry Funk. But Muta back in the ring is met with a thumb to the eyes and an inside cradle by Flair. Referee out of position, counts 1. Oh, but Buzz Sawyer broke that up. And all 6 men back in the ring. Nature Boy Ric Flair will defend the NWA World Heavyweight Championship at Capital Combat. That is May 20th on the Gotmark76 YouTube channel as he goes for a figure 4 on the Great Muta. Will Muta submit? Muta is locked in the figure 4. He is trying to get out. Blanchard kind of keeping guard. But Muta able to reverse it, and he does, and Blanchard doesn't see it until just now, but he's stopping away on Funk. So a missed opportunity I can't call them the Horsemen, by Blanchard and Flair. And a chop by Flair on Muta. And now Flair has Muta draped across the bottom rope, and a pile driver by Funk. Puts Blanchard down. Goes for the cover. This could be it. 1, 2, and no! A kick out by Blanchard. I don't know how he did it, but he did. And all 6 men back in the ring again. The clothesline by Buzz Sawyer takes down Arn. Funk stomping the whale Blanchard. And Flair with a big right hand to Terry Funk. And now Flair working the leg of Funk. Going back to Muta. Kick to the midsection. Has Muta up for a pile driver and stumps Muta down. A belly-to-belly suplex by Sawyer on Arn Anderson. Does not go for the pinfall. And Sawyer with a series of knees to the head of Arn Anderson takes Arn down. Muta has Flair up on the top rope. And the Hurricane Run off the top rope. Sawyer has Arn down. And a big splash off the top. Will J-Tex pull this victory out? Sawyer goes for the cover. Oh, and Arn makes it to the ropes. Are you kidding me? Wow, what a back and forth contest this has been. Sawyer staying on top of Arn with a series of left hands. And now Flair going for the cover on Funk, but broken up by Sawyer. Goes for the cover again and again. Broken up by the Mad Dog. It will be RoboCop who will be the special enforcer as Ric Flair defends the NWA title against Lex Luger. The NWA Board of Directors said they needed somebody who could prevent Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and the J-Tex Corporation from interfering in the match. And the clothesline up and over goes Funk, but Funk, he will also be at Capital Combat as he challenges Sting for the NWA World Television title. The 10-minute rule has been waived, so that match can go as long as it can. It will most likely have a 1-hour time limit. Up and over with a slingshot suplex, and Blanchard has Muta in trouble. Will he go for the pinfall? He does. And will this be it? Blanchard on top. 1, 2, and a breakup by Buzz Sawyer. And again, that's poor communication on the part of Ric Flair and Tully Blanchard. Both times, they had J-Tex down for defeat. The other wrestler was guarding others, and they missed it, just missed him. And now Flair sets up Muta. And the butterfly suplex up and over. Spunk working on Arn Anderson on the outside. And Flair on top too. And a kick out by Muta. And Funk was not going to make it to break up the fall. Flair had Muta, but Muta kicked out. And now Funk in the ring with Flair. Anderson and Flair in there with Funk, a double man. Funk has Flair up, going for a power driver, broken up by Arn Anderson. And Anderson with a big right hand. Has Funk against the ropes, jab to the ribs. An uppercut by Buzz Sawyer on the outside on Tully Blanchard. And now Flair going for the figure 4 on Funk. Anderson again stands by to prevent anybody from interfering. Funk is in trouble. Will Funk submit? Muta making his way back up. Can he get in the ring and break it up? He does, and he breaks it up. Muta breaks up the figure 4 again. Miscommunication, but Arn goes for the cover on Funk and break it up again. On the clothesline, and the referee goes down. I think Flair was going for a clothesline of Funk, but Flair took out the referee. And now Flair going for a chair. As Funk working the arm of Arn Anderson. Blanchard back in the ring, but the referee is down. Flair with a chair goes after Muta, but Muta kicks him in the midsection. And a standing drop kick by Muta on Flair. Blanchard throws Funk into the turnbuckle. There's bodies everywhere. Anderson against the ropes. Sawyer on the outside trying to recover. And Anderson has Funk, and the DDT takes Funk down. But before he can go for the cover, Sawyer with a forearm and a belly-to-belly suplex again on Anderson. And J-Tex may just sneak this victory out. Anderson and Sawyer going at it with a big right hand by Anderson. Oh, and Sawyer responds with a kick, double team. Here comes Funk. Up and over goes Anderson. Flair still working on Muta on the outside as Tully Blanchard's recovering. And wait a second, Buzz Sawyer and Terry Funk have just left Anderson. Here comes Buzz. Flair gets thrown back in the ring by Muta. Trying to keep up with all this action. A six-man, oh, and Sawyer up on the top rope. He has Flair lined up. Wait, Sawyer turns his attention. Oh, and nails Blanchard with an elbow on the outside. Sawyer had Flair lined up and then turned his attention to the outside and jumped 15 feet. Owen Funk ran Anderson head first into the ring apron, and Arn Anderson has been busted open. Oh, and a forearm, and Tully Blanchard has been busted open. A power driver by Muta, and J-Tex in control. Funk and Muta double teaming Arn Anderson. Oh, and a beautiful maneuver by Muta. Funk has Arn Anderson. And here comes a spinning toe hold. Terry Funk won the NWA World title with this maneuver. Can he get Arn Anderson to submit? Excuse me. And Muta stopping the way now. Arn Anderson. And all three members of J-Tex are in the ring with Tully Blanchard and Arn Anderson. And Flair on the outside, another belly-to-belly suplex by Buzz Sawyer on Tully Blanchard. Flair back in the ring with a big elbow to Funk. Sawyer going up top to the top rope again, but Blanchard moved out of position. Flair with a power driver on Funk. And Anderson going to work on the Great Muta. Flair goes for the cover, but broken up by Sawyer. Sawyer has broken up so many pinfalls. Oh, and he gets run up from behind. Flair has him though, but Sawyer makes it to the ropes. Anderson has Muta up on the top rope. And a butterfly suplex off the top rope, but Flair has Funk in an inside cradle, pins him. Oh man, Flair had Funk in an inside cradle and got the 1, 2, 3. And here are some highlights from this fast-paced, action-packed match. And Ric Flair, Tully Blanchard, and Arn Anderson are your winners. Will they reform the Horsemen? That is the question everybody is asking. And they are being quite mum in their response. But will we see the Four Horsemen come back? They looked good here today. They've got a measure of revenge against the J-Tex Corporation. The fans want to see it. The question is, do they want to do it? But there are your winners, Ric Flair, Tully Blanchard, and Arn Anderson. Fans, we thank you for tuning in to Gotmark76 this week. Superclash makes its way to the Gotmark76 YouTube channel next week, and the AWA will put on a pay-per-view. Until then, we'll see you at the matches. Goodbye, everybody. What the what?